Hi, this is David Rippy coming at you with more of the Powering Through Paralysis series. This is a reading from my book. The narrator is Alexandria Dupre.
Career and the workplace. Failure, loss, and defeat are just mile markers on the road to success. Jeffrey Fry. I came up with a simple acronym to remember and use: POWER. This acronym might be helpful if you're thinking about starting a business or pursuing an idea that may warrant further exploration. The idea could be revolutionary, transforming, or cutting edge enough to gain a foothold in today's ever-changing landscape. Perceive. Think about your idea and write it down. Does it make sense? Is it realistic? Original. Has your idea already been done? Is there any room for entry? Can you get it patented? Is it possible financially? Is this the right time for it? Work. Read everything you can find to gain more knowledge about competitors' products and think about what makes yours different. What do you need to do to move it forward? What goals need to be in place first? What's your plan for financing? Figure out how to market your idea. Do you have the time to do this? Can you make the time? Educate. Learn all you can about everything involved by researching, talking to others, etc. Just be careful not to give away too much information. You don't want to tip others off to your great idea. If possible, break down your ultimate goal into smaller ones and ask people their opinion on those. Realize. Once you have put together all the necessary components, you've hired sharp people, and your business plan is solid, you're ready to consider production. Now you are getting closer to realizing your dream. It is important to understand the market environment you're in and everything that may impact an idea or company you're considering starting. From shifting economic climates, evolving technology, to ever-changing consumer demands, your product or service can find itself at the forefront or left behind in the dustbin of history. Company goals, market trends, coworkers' personalities, and other external forces are always affecting us. For instance, if my manager has recently completed a degree in a different field, I should prepare myself for the possibility that they might soon be leaving. If my department has consistently struggled to complete projects, I should brace myself for a possible management change. If my company has the stated goal to expand into new markets, maybe I should be prepared to relocate. Maybe none of these changes will happen, but if possible, it doesn't hurt to prepare for different scenarios you may encounter. Similarly, your vision and ability to look ahead will help you deal with changes more easily and, in the process, find more success in your career. My company has goals, so shouldn't I? Let's say I have the goal to be the manager of my department. When word comes down that changes to company structure are imminent, I should prepare myself for possible downsizing and layoffs that may affect me. Vision is critical to surviving the ups and downs of your career. If you have a good idea about how to improve an existing workflow or introduce product quality at a lower cost, consider sharing it with your department. Don't be shy to share your thoughts. New management positions and promotions are often earned by employees who provide not only fresh ideas for the company they're employed by, but also help initiate positive change. Be the person who makes the change, not the one who reacts to it. Be aware of the office politics. Maybe there is already a forum where your ideas and suggestions can be heard. I know the companies I was employed with welcomed and appreciated new ideas. By submitting an idea, they see you as a team player. This shows that you care not only about the position you perform, but also the company at large. Maybe someone in your office got a promotion over you, but that doesn't necessarily mean you aren't appreciated. There may be a different position right around the corner that management has in mind for you. And be hands-on about all aspects of your career. Health insurance is an important topic on everyone's mind today, so if you're employed, ask human resources for the most updated medical information covering your plan, rather than waiting until you get the hospital bill. Approaching all aspects of your life and career as proactively as possible will help put you in charge of change. For those who are working, looking for a new job, or retired, look back at those times at work where you worried unduly. Maybe new changes were announced, and the instant they were, you felt your heart race, wondering how it will impact you. How often do you panic, get worried, and then realize later your fears were not grounded in reality or were overblown in your mind? How many times have you left work after a big meeting, whether with clients or your boss, breathing a sigh of relief? A time when you were unable to sleep the night before because you were so tied up with fear you became physically ill. Many people tend to forget their successes and, at times, underestimate what they are capable of conquering. If we could only remember that often after these meetings, announcements, and organizational changes, there was a happy ending. Maybe you were impacted by one of dozens of variables that occur within the work environment that impacts employment, but it worked out for you in the end. Or perhaps, getting laid off presented other opportunities for you down the line that worked out better for your career than where you were previously. Changes and uncertain outcomes shouldn't draw us into becoming a frightened mess, perhaps the way we were our first time speaking in front of coworkers or classmates. We just need to develop the skills and confidence to overcome our fears by going back and recounting our past successes dealing with change. So how do we deal with change in the workplace? Real superstars set themselves apart with their ability to adapt to change quickly and have a strong understanding of what the company's future direction may be. These unique individuals are often way ahead of others who are still floundering, caught up in fear, and unable to clearly see what's evolving and taking place around them. A visionary is usually more aware and already anticipating the changes that will be coming, typically before they are announced and known by everyone else. Sometimes this foresight even includes seeing further ahead than those in positions above them, who weren't yet fully cognizant that big changes were just around the corner. Achieving that level of foresight marks the rare few as indeed destined for greatness. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and Sir Richard Branson are a few names that have reached this esteemed level. I'm sure you know of many others who have set themselves apart from the status quo, maybe even above superstars.